Everybody talking, but they ain't say my name. They think cause on his chill shit that he won't still drill shit or stretch be with his girl, so he won't take you out the world. I don't care about no gang shit, cause LG is my gang, bitch. I know some niggas that got whacked by the same niggas they bang with. That should tell you something. Loyalty is nothing. If a nigga tell you he love you, man, don't believe him, he bluffing. This love phase in tough ways.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Coming in a second. Good morning, good morning.
My booty niggas on the rise, screaming free and rest in peace to guys. My
good morning, good morning. Yeah.
Niggas flexing hard, getting robbed. Tell me why the sneak this and come from those who was once in your entourage. Why the fuck always happen like that?
Anyway, good morning, everybody. What's going on, man? I got a few topics I figured I'd talk about real quick. Give y'all a ride in with Jimmy. It's been a while. I think I did one of these a little bit over a week ago, so I figured I'd drop another one real fast for you guys. All right, let's start with the YouTube topic, man. This is not particularly me talking about my channel, but as you can see from just noticing, if you check the temperature atmosphere on YouTube, I've been noticing, like, when I go to my YouTube app, when I'm out and about, I notice, like, sometimes I'll come on my subscribers tab to see what people are uploading, and I noticed that a lot of people are not uploading content. He says Spy killed YouTube. I don't know, but I noticed that YouTube is definitely declining as far as the content. People are still watching. There's, you know, content is still being created, but what I noticed, like, even for me, when I go to my subscriber tab and I look, there's not too much gaming content on YouTube. I mean, you have the people that do the same old things. You got the guys that have the drama, of course, you know, those guys who do that whole drama thing, or they report on drama. You have the console war guys, you know, who just, no matter what's going on, they'll talk about a particular console. You got, you know, the traditional channels that, and I'm not saying this to, like, take a shot at them, of course. I'm just talking about what you have traditionally. You have these channels that just do the same thing, and that's what works, and they do it. And people, you know, go to those channels and watch them. But what I noticed overall is that, yeah, it's fucking dead. That's what I noticed. I noticed that, like, when I go on there to say, hey, let me watch what's going on. There's certain dudes that you see, they do, like, a lot of clickbait. There's the trends, of course, if you really want to get views. Like, if my channel is slowing up, I could just start doing trend videos. Yo, Liquid, what's good, man? Money stopped the clickbait. It's mostly GTA community still doing it. Yeah, money definitely. I'm starting to think money might be the reason for the slowdown in content. Like, there's a lot of people just not posting anymore, and I think the reason that they're not posting is because their money got affected, and that's kind of sad, because that means that they're doing YouTube for money. But I don't really knock that to a degree, because certain people that do YouTube, even though YouTube is not hard for successful YouTubers, it's like the more successful you are, the easier it is to do YouTube. But what I noticed is that, you know, some YouTubers put a lot of money into their content. So if they stop getting paid and they're, like, using all this professional lighting and they're editing and they're using, like, a 4K camera, and, you know, they're actually, like, editing up their videos, then I can understand why that would be the case. Depends on what content you're looking to watch. I have plenty of videos to watch. Well, like I said, there's plenty of people creating content. There's plenty of people watching content. I'm not necessarily talking about that. I'm talking about, like, quality. All right, prime example for me. My subscription list is full of, like, gaming content creators, tech people, you know, comedians. The comedians are there, the tech people are there. The gaming side, there's not a lot of videos. There's not a lot of videos from the gaming community, and the videos that are being posted, I'm trying to say this without sounding negative. The people that are creating gaming content is stuff that I wouldn't watch. Put it that way. But bro, did you hear the fucking shit that happened to Meg Turney? No, I did not. Please tell me what happened to Meg Turney, because that's crazy if something happened to her. But like I said, I noticed that you have the traditional channels, you have those people that do their console war stuff. They're not going anywhere. They're doing good. You have the The drama stuff, that's not going anywhere. That's doing good. He said a stalker was in her home. Meg Turney is... I want to make sure I'm remembering this right. Meg Turney is the girl that's doing the cosplay. She left the know and she's a model now, right? She's like a full-time cosplay model, right? I want to make sure that's the same person we're talking about. He said somebody was in her house. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, man, that's another thing too, man. The internet is getting like more and more and more is weird. It's getting wild on the internet. You see all these laws are coming out now. People want to start doing all of these things to govern it. They pretty much don't want it to be free use anymore. Wait, he let a gunshot off in her house? Wow, that was he going? Wait, he came there to hurt her? Like, see, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. So he found out where she lived and actually went in her house. You know, and then people say, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story, man, and this is just gonna be me telling y'all the truth, right? And I know people are gonna take this and, you know, make up all kinds of stories from what I'm gonna say, so I'm not gonna get too into personal shit when I say this. He was trying to chip her boyfriend, apparently. Wow. People used to come to me and say, hey, man, how come you have your profile private on PlayStation or Xbox, right? And I said to people, I said, well, my profile's not private. Yeah, but I can't see your trophies. You can't see my trophies because you have to friend request me to see my trophies. People were like, well, why do you have to do that? And the reason that I have my stuff private is because, yo, so excited, what's good? Is because people would send me messages because I play games early. And they would, like, you would get one guy who would say, hey, man, how'd you get this game? Oh, well, there's a place that I know where I could go get the game early. Hey, man, how'd you get this game so early? Because some games I would get earlier than the store. Hey, man, how'd you get this game early? I can't really discuss that because the way I got it. Oh, well, you know what? Because since you can't tell me how you got the game, I'm gonna destroy your life. I'm gonna kill everybody you love. I'm like, dude, all this is coming from you asking me how I got a game early. And there were people who literally would attack me on social media. Like, they would report my account. I would get banned. I would get blocked. All of this shit. I went through tons of Xbox Live accounts for getting games early and people messaging me. So what I would do is I would just private the shit. But what I didn't know is when you get an achievement early, now I'm gonna show you how weird people are. When you get an achievement early, there's people that go to the game's achievement board, like the leadership board, and when they see you got a game early, they would actually message the people who got the game and start asking them questions, like as if I guess they wanted to get like a review or they wanted information on the game. And I'm like, look, man, I'm trying to play this game because I'm trying to do what you're doing. I'm trying to get this information out there so when this game comes out, I can have my content. These people were messaging me and they were getting upset that I wasn't like replying and shit like that. So I started privating my stuff and people turned that into, oh, he's hiding it, it's a scandal. People attacked me over that. So the internet is weird, man. The internet is a weird fucking place, man. It's a weird place. Weird place, man. Now, some of those people that were attacking me, if they could find out more personal information on me, best believe it would have went further. So the internet is weird, man, especially if you're an attractive lady like Meg Turney, because I remember who that is. I think I posted a picture of her on my Twitter in that cami outfit, and boy, I was like, man, them cheeks don't look bad, B. Cheeks don't look bad, B. So I can understand a guy wanting to get in her house, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, people are nuts. Of course, you don't do nothing like that. People are crazy, though. So the internet is just like, my experience in the last 4 years on YouTube has been extremely toxic. So, I mean, you got to be careful. Like Meg Turney, you know, she's an attractive lady. You can't really be putting your information out there. Like, you can't even tell people your name no more on the internet. People are fucking crazy, man. People are fucking nuts out there. You know, I saw it with the getting games early. I remember Tomb Raider. I had Tomb Raider early, man. I live streamed that game and people were cursing me out. People were going crazy asking me why did I have that game a month before it came out. They went crazy. That was the first game I ever live streamed. Never forget it. Let me see what's going on. Is Black Baron always on WWP now? That guy is funny as fuck. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I actually like Black Baron. If he was coming on WWP regularly, I would not have a problem with that. But I know there's some people that have mixed feelings about that. Me personally, I wouldn't mind, but I'm not the person who would make that decision. That would be BG. But as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't mind him being there. I like having Black Baron there. You know, I like seeing him talk about the past with YouTube and stuff before I got there, stuff like that. It wouldn't bother me. It would not bother me. So, yeah, so that's that, man. He said, nah, fam. I know a lot of y'all don't want him there. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. Yesterday, I saw he did the interview with Zaire. I was like, oh, man, I ain't watch it, so I don't know what went on. But I was told that he didn't say anything crazy or nothing. So I guess everything's all good with that. Baron is funny until he talks Nintendo, then he gets delusional. Well, that's kind of the thing. I was thinking to myself, doesn't he kind of remind me of a little bit of a Kid Smooth type? Like, Smooth is Xbox and Baron is Nintendo, and I guess BG is PlayStation and Jack is PlayStation and Hard 8 is PlayStation. You much rather have Dark Cloud. Well, I don't know. Like, here's the thing about that, right? Don't Dark Cloud already have a podcast? And I don't know if he's available like Baron is. I don't know. To my understanding, I think Baron is like more readily available at the moment or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. That's all on BG, man. I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure. I don't even know if like there would be another member of the actual group added in. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Baron's permanent or not. I don't know. I know they would like Nintendo guys to be there. He's annoying. Well, I know some of y'all don't like him. I personally don't think he's I don't think he's annoying. I think he's funny. He have his moments though when I can see why he would irritate some of y'all. I can understand. I'm not gonna say I don't get that. But me personally, I like having him there. I like him there. I think he's funny, man. I actually think he's very funny. So with that being said, that's that. All right, so E3, man. Let's talk about E3, man. Currently, right now, my viewership and my subscriber count would not garner me access into E3. So I would probably have to work magic to get a media badge to go to E3. If I was able to get a media badge, I would definitely show up at E3 this year. But I highly doubt I will be able to get a media badge. I would rather, you know, get my channel back up to where it needs to be to get the media badge. So he said we do need somebody repping Nintendo. I agree, and I think BG for a long time was looking for that. Biz, what's good, fam? Can I go representing WWP? I could, but I think Smooth is doing that. Yo, Tony's crazy. Yo. What's up, Tony? But it depends, man. So, like, the thing here's the situation with E3, right? Okay. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. When you go with Red Infamy. Nah, Red Infamy got her own thing going on, man. That is true. But then again, you know what? I was gonna say, how does Red get in? But then I would realize Red does so many different things. There's a lot of ways that she could get a media badge. He said you and Tony should go to E3. All right, let me explain E3 from my perspective, right? E3 is a trade show convention, man. You go to E3 to network, like to build with developers, to get access to either gaming, hardware, or tech. I've done that for 2 years straight, and it did help with my connections as far as like learning how to get things early or get things from companies and things of that nature. But you know, traveling 3,500 miles to wait on lines to play games is definitely not a good enough reason to go. Now, I could go to E3 regularly, but if it's not media, it's not worth going. Yeah, Hip Hop Gamer probably could hook me up. That's probably true. That's probably very true. But I gotta see. If it's not a media badge, it's not worth going. So I'm just letting y'all know, if I could get a media badge, then yeah, I would go. He said YouTube gaming community is dead. It sure as hell is looking that way. Damon, what's good, man? It sure as hell is looking that way. So, all right, let me talk to y'all about E3. So if you go to E3, your purpose of going to E3 should be to network with the game developers. Now, I'm going to explain how E3 works to you guys real fast. Like, I'm going to give y'all some inside information for those who don't know or haven't been. When you go to E3, everybody's accessible to the show floor. Now, your goal is not to actually be on the show floor, which is the first floor. Your goal is to be on the second floor. The second floor is where the companies have the meetings. That's where they actually network with you. You exchange information with them. They put you on the list and all of these things for all of the PR events and things of that nature. So if you don't have access to the second floor, which is where the media only part comes in, then you really are going for no reason. You're going to like pretty much wait on a long line at an arcade to play betas and demos of games that are not coming out for the next 2 years or a year. So pretty much it's not really worth going unless you want to go to say, hey, I went to E3, which I'm past that. I've been to E3 twice already, and you know, that's the wrong reason if you're going for that reason. If you're going to E3 to meet your favorite YouTuber or to shake somebody's hand or anything like that, you're going for the wrong reason. It's a trade show. What your purpose of going to E3 is getting to the second floor. Now, I've gotten to the second floor with my channel already twice. And, you know, I had my badge and everything. And I was proud. That was my milestone for my channel, and I did it already. But I wouldn't mind going again to E3. But the trick is I would need to go as media. Now, it's going to be a little bit harder because now that they opened the show floor to the public, they made the media access harder to get. Now, BG did point out that if you have a media badge, you can get in there and go 3 hours ahead of the crowd. That would make it worth it for me to get a media badge and go. But, like I said, I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. Nah, you can't bring your old badge. The way that E3 works is every year what they do is they change the color of the bottom of the badge. So if you come in there and your badge doesn't match 2018, then you automatically don't get access into the event. That's how that works. So, besides, it kind of feels better when you know you got in and they approve you and everything, and you know they accept what you're doing and they let you in. Like I said, one of the years I went in, I knew somebody. The other year, I just, you know, I just made some calls to the right people and I got it. Well, now, I'm not saying I probably can't do that. I probably could make a call or ask around and probably get some kind of help to get in. But, like I said, it kind of feels better when you do it yourself. It feels good when you go and, you know, you got there on your own strength and off your back of them, you know, accepting you or, you know, your channel actually getting you in. It feels good when they look at your channel and say, hey, you know what? We think this guy should have a media badge, and they let you in. It feels good, you know, because I brought a lot of people with me last time I went there, and I actually got, you know, I actually got somebody that was with me a media badge as well. And that's hard to do off of a YouTube channel. That's really hard to do. So I was like, okay, it felt good. I was proud of myself. I was walking around. That was my channel around my neck, this channel. And I didn't have like no hookups or anything. That felt good. That felt good. So, you know, granted, I probably could ask somebody and get a media badge, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather do it off my own merit. Especially, I don't know, I feel weird asking somebody for a favor like that, because then it's like, you know, if I don't know, it's like you owe them for the rest of your life or something like that. So it depends. Like I said, I probably could do that. But anyway, moving along. Here's the one I want to hear from you guys about. Game of the Year contenders, right? Now, a lot of people was talking about God of War on the podcast this week that passed, right? And it was like a lot of back and forth. People were saying that it may not be good, it may be great. We don't know, right? I want to know, what are the contenders for Game of the Year? Because I'm looking at this list right now, right? And you have Sea of Thieves, right? God of War, Spider-Man, Days Gone, if it comes out this year, And not too many other games, man. I mean, I was looking at this list, and I got a list right here of all the games coming out this year. Pardon me. And I don't see too many games that are even worthy of considering them Game of the Year. Far Cry 5, that's probably not going to be considered Game of the Year material. Yo, listen, I hate to say this, man. A lot of people, I'm not a Sea of Thieves fan. Red Dead Redemption that's a good choice. That probably will win, actually, more than likely. But I'm talking about contenders. So you got Red Dead Redemption, which without a shadow of a doubt will probably more than likely win that. Because Red Dead Redemption is probably going to do like 10 million and destroy everything, you know. At least 10 million. So you have Red Dead Redemption, you have God of War, you have Days Gone, you have Spider-Man, and Sea of Thieves. And I'm not even going to count Crackdowns. We know Crackdown's not going to go in there. And I know State of Decay 2, which is my favorite pick of this year, next to Days Gone and God of War, that's probably not even going to get mentioned. So I'm going to be realistic about that. I love zombie animals. That zombie bear was crazy. So what do you guys think will be Game of the Year, man? I want to hear this. Sea of Thieves is God's gift to Earth. You know what? Here's my situation, right? I can't knock Sea of Thieves because I didn't get a chance to actually play it, right? So I'm not going to sit here and bash the game, even though from what I saw, I was not interested. Monster Hunter will be contender for Game of the Year, I agree, just based off the performance of the game. Shadow of the Colossus could be a contender, but I disagree. I don't think a remake from PS2 should be considered a Game of the Year, even though it's possible. I don't agree with it. He said either God of War or Red Dead. I mean, that's pretty much an open-close situation. But the interesting thing is Monster Hunter is actually doing some crazy numbers right now. Isn't it at 6 million shipped? And like I said, when I tried to buy the game, it was out of stock everywhere. And I haven't seen that in a long time, man. Long time. So 6 million were shipped. Now, we didn't even include what digital sales they have. Because I'm the only one I know that has a physical copy of the game. Everybody I know brought it digital or have it digital. So when you accumulate all the digital sales plus the physical sales of Monster Hunter, how many did that thing sell? That number might be crazy. So Monster Hunter is going to have to get a little slot in contender for Game of the Year. I definitely think it's going to need that. Because the content hasn't started coming out. It already has a cult following like Destiny did. No, I put Spider-Man in there. But, you know, like I said, Spider-Man will probably do like, what, 2 to 4 million, maybe, if you're lucky, 4 million. And, you know, that's not really going to mess with probably what God of War is going to do. God of War is probably going to do at least 4. You're going to have that. But Monster Hunter already is at 6. Then you got Red Dead Redemption. Like I said, man, it's not really looking like Spider-Man could even really contend. Just based off the numbers I predict. And this is just predictions. I'm predicting Spider-Man to do about 4 million. So, and that's like a high, you know, looking at it from a positive perspective. He says probably going to be between Spider-Man, God of War, Monster Hunter, Red Dead Redemption, and one other game. Now, I don't think Spider-Man's going to make it. I don't think it is. You say you wonder why Fortnite wasn't nominated for anything at the last year's awards. Because Fortnite had just started doing what it was doing, and it probably got snubbed because of the whole PUBG situation. People were probably at that moment. Because I remember around the time when the awards came, Fortnite had already been, you know, doing its thing. But that was when that whole PUBG was trying to sue them and all of that stuff was going on. And I think people were kissing up to Bluepoint or whatever the name is of the company that made PUBG. I think it was Bluepoint. It ain't Bluepoint. Bluepoint is Shadow of the Colossus. But the people who made PUBG, the Korean company. But now, you know, now they can't deny Fortnite. But now, you know, when PUBG was fighting them, it was a little bit of a different situation. If Spider-Man Delivers is going to do at least 6 million, you know what? I'm glad you said that, right? He said, I'm crazy. Spider-Man, if Delivers, may do 6 million. Okay. So since you said that, right? I'm going to be fair about this, right? Because I don't believe you. I'm going to look up the numbers for the last Spider-Man exclusive game. And let's see how it did. Now, I'm going to let you pick. What Spider-Man game should I look up the numbers for? Because I'm pretty sure Spider-Man is probably going to do around 4 million if you're lucky. it may do 4 million or around there. But PlayStation games do fairly well, but 4 million is being optimistic actually, because that's an exclusive game that a lot of people are gonna buy, but I don't know if it's gonna be like a game of the year level of sales. So it don't matter if it's different or not, it's still a Spider-Man game. And Spider-Man games do sell, but they don't do astronomically well. Sony makes Spider-Man games, so some of them are exclusive to PlayStation, bro. I mean, they come on PC, but I'm talking about console-wise. Some Spider-Mans don't come out on Xbox. Like, wasn't Spider-Man 3 a PlayStation exclusive? I agree there's a lot of people waiting to play Spider-Man. I'm one of them, but remember, that's hype. So the hype for Spider-Man may make it seem bigger than what it is. Remember, not everybody has been falling for hype lately. That game is getting a lot of hype, but that don't mean it's going to be 4 million sold. You know what game got a lot of hype and it's just recently got canceled? What's the game that BG went to go? He flew out there, Paragon. Paragon got a lot of hype, and when it was time to show and prove, what happened? I'm looking up Spider-Man 3. I'm looking at Spider-Man 3, PS3, total sales. So let's look it up. I'm more hyped for God of War and Red Dead. I'm more hyped for God of War and Red Dead, but I'm definitely going to get Spider-Man, and I'm looking forward to Spider-Man. I don't know, Jimmy. I don't know what the amount of sales is going to be, but Spider-Man is huge. I agree, but like I said, you know, Horizon Shadow Dawn, we thought was going to be this big game, right? And it did, what, 2 million? Which is definitely not bad. But, you know, you would have expected that game to do more than what it did. Spider-Man 3 needs to be a trash can exclusive. I'm hyped for every PlayStation 4 exclusive. And you know what? I mean, I understand that. That's my whole point. PlayStation exclusives are great games. But, like I said, Horizon is a new IP. That's fun. But Spider-Man technically is a new IP too, though. Technically. It's a different Spider-Man. It's a different situation. Granted, there's been other Spider-Mans before, but every time they change the developer of the game, it's a new IP pretty much. Yeah, I get what you mean. Spider-Man has a name, but superhero games have a tendency to be very trash, and, you know, you have to check. You can't just say just because it's Spider-Man, it's going to sell and it's going to be a good game. So I don't agree with the fact that just because it's Spider-Man and he had other titles, that doesn't mean that this new Spider-Man is a new IP. I definitely think it's a new IP that has to prove itself to be good. And like I said, people are going to want to know if the game's good before they buy it. This is not a game everybody's going to run out and buy. So Spider-Man, being very optimistic, may do 4 million. I'm thinking it'll do more like 1 to 2. And if it does really good, it'll do 4. I don't think it'll do more than that. That's just my opinion. And I can't find numbers for the game. And we ain't got to talk about the Amazing Spider-Man because they pulled that from the digital market. They lost the license for that. I hope the Spider-Man combat system is good like Batman Arkham series. I highly doubt it'll be as good as Batman Arkham series. It looked like it'll be close, though. I mean, based on what you saw, it's not going to be as good. Sony is going to market this one. Well, they have to market it. They have the movie coming out. They have the you know, they're holding on to the Spider-Man character still. They're just doing deals with Marvel, but they're going to market it, of course. But that don't mean it's going to sell, though, just because they market it. They marketed Horizon Zero Dawn, and it did 2 million, remember? Yeah, I can't find it. But I'm pretty sure that the last Sony Spider-Man game didn't do too well as far as selling millions is concerned. Did it do 4 million? Well, that proves my point. Horizon Zero Dawn did 4 million, right? Yo, right on player, good morning. If it did 4 million, right? That was my point. Like, that's the number I'm thinking that Spider-Man will do. Let's look it up. Yeah, I definitely think they should remaster Red Dead Redemption, but you know what's funny? I did a live stream playing that game on Xbox One, and the actual Red Dead holds up pretty well. All right, I have the number right here, and it says 2.6 million. So let's see. Oh, the lifetime sales is 4.1 million, so it is 4 million. That's pretty good. I think that's good. So the lifetime sales is 4.1 million right now currently for Horizon, which is pretty good. And I'm thinking Spider-Man is going to do around this number. The number is not outdated. This is as of January 16th, 2018. So it's not really that outdated. That's only like a month. So it's 4.1. It's probably going to go up. They're expecting to sell 8 million, which I don't see how, but that's what they're expecting. But as of January 16th, the lifetime number is 1.4 million. Spider-Man will do 12 million? Yeah, right. Okay. Red Dead Redemption might do 12 million. You talking about Spider-Man gonna do 12 million? Nah, y'all pushing it now, bro. If Spider-Man do 12 million, that might do more than God of War did. The God of War commercials, I don't really want to watch. I don't like watching those videos because what that's doing is spoiling the game. So I try not to watch it too much because I notice with those commercials, they tend to like put a little bit too much in those trailers, man. He said, "Tell him stop talking dirty on my name." Man, everybody gonna talk, man. I really try not to pay people no mind though. God of War will do 6 to 8 million, so I agree it should. I agree it should. Spider-Man will do 2 million at the most because the last few games were trash except for Edge of Time. See, I agree with you. I think that there was so many bad Spider-Man games that this one is not going to sell as well as it should because of that. I agree with that. And that's what I was telling him. I said, yo, optimistically speaking, you'll be lucky if Spider-Man do 4 million just based off everything that's going on. Plus, that's like a new IP because it's going to have to prove that it's not trash, just like the first Arkham game had to do. WWP was crazy. Sus Sunday. Yeah, I know, man. Pause, right? It was a lot of pause going on in that last hour. You know, I know, man. It went left, man. I know. I was telling dudes to chill, but, you know, people was curious and had questions and, you know, hey, man, it is what it is, man. You know, hit the like button, man. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of crump side moments from that episode. Spider-Man is a long-time PlayStation 4 exclusive. It will sell. I don't know, man. Like I said, it will sell, but we're talking about how much will it sell. Jimmy, what good 4K HDR game monitors are coming out this year? There's only 2 4K HDR monitors that I heard that are worth getting, and one is that Predator, the Acer Predator, and the other one is it's Asus, and what's the other one? I don't know. I know Nvidia has a 50-inch monitor TV thing that looks amazing, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be extremely overpriced because it's a 1 millisecond 4K HDR monitor. That looks like the best option to me, but it's going to definitely be overpriced. But to my understanding, the Asus, that Predator 4K HDR monitor is the best one that I saw. Asus Predator monitors have been out for years. So I'm talking about the 4K HDR one. That is not out yet. The one I'm talking about comes out in June. So it's not out yet. The one that I'm talking about. It comes out in June. But Predator monitors are pretty good. I'm surprised to hear a scrub is playing on the monitor at all. Actually, that's a surprise to hear that. Tell that Baron to hop up on your live next Sunday. He I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be able to make every live though. He took the podcast left. I say it like Asus, but I hear all kinds of different ways. Well, you got Asus and Asus. It's the one that I'm talking about is Asus. That's the actual way to say it. It's called Asus. That's how you name it. It's Asus. That's how you say it. So God of War, Spider-Man, y'all definitely giving Spider-Man something to worry about. So you got God of War, you got Spider-Man, you got Days Gone, God of War, Spider-Man, Sea of Thieves, that's definitely a contender, and you got you got Monster Hunter World. Those are the 5 games right there. They said the Chinese guy's the main boss. I was hearing like a lot of arguments that he wasn't. They pretty much said he's the main boss, but he's not the only boss. But him being the main boss doesn't mean that he's the main boss for the whole game. They may make him the main boss, and then when you get to a certain point, someone else is the main boss. Because I don't want to spoil what I found out about the game, but you know, pretty much he's not the only main boss, but he's supposedly the storyline's main boss plot going into the game. But from what I heard, there's another boss behind him, and I don't want to spoil that for you guys because it got spoiled for me. So if y'all want me to tell y'all what I heard, I will, but I don't want to just blurt it out and then next thing you know, it spoils the game for y'all. He said Jimmy be back. Yeah, I'm just doing a quick stream, guys. It ain't really nothing special. Am I buying Neo Kuni 2? No, sir, I'm not. So he said, please don't be Venom. Nah, not Venom. It's not Venom. It's not Venom. It's not Venom. Even though the fact that he got a movie out, you should expect him in that game in some kind of way. You know, they got to market those movies, man. Sony's making the game and the movie. They're going to cross-promote somehow. A lot of people didn't know that Spider-Man Homecoming, that had an actual video game. It had a VR version of that movie as a video game. So they always find a way to market their movies and games if they're coming out around the same time, which this has definitely happened. Spider-Man, the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 game is coming out before the Venom movie, so they're going to market that Venom in there somehow. Tales is your favorite game this gen. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I probably won't be playing that one though. It's by Sony and not Marvel. That is correct. YouTube ain't dead. It will be for a certain individual. I'm going to personally shut down his channel when I pull up. So Fort Lauderdale coming to the city near you. Yo, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, man. Y'all, I don't know why y'all even entertaining that shit like that. I ain't even getting into that, man. Y'all entertaining some negativity there. I understand the situation, but I'm actually at a point where I'm just tired of even hearing about the negative shit with YouTube. Like when people start talking crazy, you notice I go blank. Like I don't even hear niggas no more. People start talking, I'll be like, what he say? Dudes be talking right at me saying some dumb shit, and I'll be like, huh? What he say? Because I just don't be into, you know, into entertaining dumb shit no more, man. You know, I have my fill of it, man. I'm working on a rap video. Oh, man. He said, facts, Jimmy. Yeah. Oh, man, why they got me here today? I don't even want to work here today. Why they got me here today, man? Anyway. I feel you did me not on calls. Let me read this, man. What you talking about? Gaming lives matter. What are you talking about? I feel you didn't know one calls me out and don't think I'll show up. Yeah, that's on you if you want to show up or not. But honestly, what is that going to prove, man? I mean, at the end of the day, people be doing a lot of shit like me, man. People was saying they was going to show up and this, that, and the third. I mean, people show up. Look, I'm going to tell you flat out, man. I had a situation where somebody said that and they did it, and the outcome, although I defended myself and, you know, I was a man and all of that, the outcome is something I wished I could take back, because boy, did it fucking cost me a lot of money and waste a whole lot of fucking time, and it didn't help nothing. So at the end of the day, man, the best advice I could give you, man, is don't pay attention to negative shit, man. That's the best advice I could give you, man, because no matter how the outcome play out, you usually take a L financially. Your freedom might take a L. Your life might take a L. Some kind of form of L goes around for everybody in a situation like that, man. Everybody gets a L at the end of the day. The tough guy who thinks he's being tough because he's bullying or he's winning or he's doing whatever he's doing gets an L because he might get laid the fuck out, or he might get you and then the cops get him. Everybody gets an L, man, no matter how you put it, man. You know, everybody gets an L, man. So nowadays, man, you know, you make sure if something's going on, you do what you got to do, man. And that's it. You know, outside of that, just try to avoid any negative situations that you can, man. YouTube is a toxic place, and negativity is going to come. And you learned your lesson like I learned my lesson. I used to say a lot of crazy shit on YouTube joking around, not realizing people took it serious. And then I realized I can't joke around because people take shit too serious. And you learned the lesson I learned, because what'll happen is when you say certain things on YouTube, people will call you out for that, man. Even like me, I joked around, I trolled a lot of motherfuckers, and people got mad, and people thought I was serious. And guess what? You can't tell people after they get emotional, hey, yo, man, I was just joking. I was just playing with you, man, because they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear that shit at a certain point. Anyway, I got to end the stream, man. I got to get out of here. You know what I mean? Y'all be good, man. And like I said, keep your heads up. You know, just avoid the negativity at any cost, man. I'm out of here, man. Peace. Y'all be good. It was nice chatting with y'all. Hit the like button. A lot of y'all did not hit the like button. I can see that. Later, y'all. Peace. Hacks, what's good, family? Peace.